Connections. So whether you realize it or not, every time if you engage with someone, you have some kind of impact on your connection with that person. So obviously, if you know someone over 5 years and you engage with them, you won't have a huge impact on your connection. But obviously, you don't want to be someone that has a huge impact on someone that you just recently met. You also want to have a huge impact on someone that you already know for a longer time. You want to build that deeper connection. And you might be asking, why should I build a deeper connection? Obviously, one of the reasons for this is because it allows you to have a healthier connection, and at the same time, it allows you to have a long-lasting connection. So if you're someone that actually wants to have long-lasting friendships, this is the video for you. And obviously, if you're someone that's new to this channel and wants to know about social skills, please consider to hit the subscribe button because that helps your brother out. And of course, with that said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so in this video, I'll go over 6 steps that will actually allow you to build a deeper connection. With that said, let's jump into number 1, common interests. So if you're someone that actually wants to build deeper connections, you need to find common interests. The reason for this is that if you find common interests with a particular person, you've got something to talk about, and therefore you can elevate and elaborate on that particular topic to actually strengthen your relationship and connection. And obviously understand that you can't always find a common interest with a particular person. Moreover, even if you find a common interest with that person, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a huge interest of yours. But here's a quote I want to share with you why you still need to go for it. So this quote says that you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. That's a very powerful quote, and therefore that's why I'm telling you to invest in other people's interests, because this way you can allocate what they actually like, and you can get to know them on a deeper level and understand why they actually like it. And this pretty much brings me to the second point: listen effectively. So if you want to build a deeper connection, you need to invest your time in them. So obviously, one way you can do it to actually just listen to them. If they're talking to you, actually try to understand what they're saying and try to understand it on a deeper level. Because if you don't do this, they probably won't do the same as well. So be the first one that actually invests all of that time and actually listens effectively to them. And obviously, they'll do that back to you over time. This way you will understand them better. So if you're someone that actually wants to build a deeper connection, you need to invest in that person by just listening to them. Because if you do this, they'll probably do it back to you as well. And that way you can understand each other a bit better and actually build a deeper connection. So obviously, if you don't do this, you actually can't expect them to actually invest in you as well. So this tip is very easy. All you have to do is actually listen to them. And obviously, if they tell you a lot of things, just ask deeper questions back. Because obviously, since they're talking and opening up to you, you can understand them a bit better, and therefore you can actually allocate your questions a bit better as well. And this way you can ask deeper questions, which will only make your connection deeper and deeper. And once you actually listen to them and understood them on a deeper level, they might be wondering why you actually wanted to do that. And probably they will do the same to you as well. So they'll start to listen to you and ask you deeper questions, and this way you'll only build a deeper and a better relationship. Number 3, develop empathy skills. So obviously, if you're listening to someone and start to ask them deeper questions, at some point you'll get to a personal level, and therefore you need to show some empathy. And obviously understand that not everyone has a caring personality. I know that a lot of people actually think they have a caring personality, but most likely you don't. But it doesn't really matter, because you don't need to have a caring personality. As long as you actually just showcase empathy, you're good to go. So you might be asking, how do I show empathy? Well, that's quite easy once you actually start to understand it. So if you want to show empathy, you only have to nod when they're talking to you. And if they're actually talking to you, you just have to repeat some of the words back. Because this way you're actually showing that you actually care, are listening, and are invested in the conversation. So obviously, if you get to the more personal stories, don't be someone that actually jokes about it. Be someone that's actually non-judgmental and just nods back to them and tries to understand that person. Which also perfectly blends in with number 4, be genuine. So obviously, once you understood that person on a deeper level, most likely they'll ask you questions back as well. And in this case, try to be genuine and actually answer those questions back as well. Because obviously, that person already opened up to you. And I understand that you don't want to share all of your answers to them, because obviously you're in quite a vulnerable state, but that person did that to you as well. So you don't have to share everything, but please do share something back as well, because this will create some kind of comfort and will make them trust you more. And I understand that after you and that person open up on a deeper level, you might have some differences. And this actually brings me to number 5, be open to differences. So pretty much with every connection you have, everyone has their differences. It can be your family, friends, or whoever is very close to you. But that shouldn't be something that should actually withdraw you from actually creating that deeper connection. Because obviously you have a different point of view than that person, but you can still respect each other and still actually maintain this connection. Because obviously there might be some things that you don't connect with, while the other person actually does connect with. People always have differences, but that's actually what makes it so unique and powerful if you can create a deep connection. Because most people can't do this because of their ego and they won't let go of it. But if you're someone that actually can understand that, and it's like, fine, both of us actually have differences, but that shouldn't withdraw us from getting that deeper connection. I'll respect yours and you respect mine. And that way you'll be able to create a deeper connection. And this is probably one of those things that people with a healthy and long-lasting friendship actually have. And obviously understand that some of the differences that you guys have can actually shock you and can be bizarre, something that you never expected. But this also brings me to the next point. Number 6, give it time. So obviously you can't build a very deep connection in an instant. It usually just takes some time. And that's fine, because obviously the longer you know someone, the more you can trust them, the more you can build on them. And this way you can actually know that they're reliable. And therefore you won't mind sharing your own personal stories with them. And they probably won't mind that as well, which will obviously create that deeper connection. And obviously once you opened up and you found some differences that actually shocked you, you should just give it some time and let it heal. Because sometimes at the moment some things are very shocking, but over time if you think about it, it's not a big deal and it won't ruin any kind of connection that you have with that person. And obviously understand that with our day and age that we're pretty much on social media rather than actually having real life conversations, it can be quite hard to actually develop those social skills. So if you're someone that actually wants to develop those social skills and just generally wants to know more about it, this is the channel for you. So I hope you actually enjoyed this video, and if you're someone that's actually new to this channel and wants to know about social skills, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out. And obviously, please leave a like if you actually enjoyed this video and found it useful. That's it for me. I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.